choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Slide 2.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw again. Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
14 yards that time for number 14. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Throw left side. There's London. And some room to roam now. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and 3. And it's intercepted. The big man, get the X's oxygen tank ready. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I know this isn't what they were hoping to see at any point this season from their new starter, because they brought him in to take care of the ball and add a new dimension to the offense. They didn't expect the dimension to be a bunch of turnovers, and that's what's happening right now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Winston. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson to about the 48-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. So part it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
From the 41, Winston looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action now, Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On play action, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Patterson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Although he's picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker who reads defense as well.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got room.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards on the ground.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready, set. Field, cut. Striker, 3, cut.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Play fake. Winston.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd and 4. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Right, 97.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll be out right at the 35. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did.
They find some open field here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Back to throw now on first down.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Let's go.
2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, remember what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A pick up of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Room here to run. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
To throw, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Winston.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Winston. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On second down, Aaron Patterson.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready. Check right.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right?